Lost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take. Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now! 56. 180! 180, we're good! 185! We're good!
Carr now on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 61 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Chiefs 7, Raiders 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
On first down, Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr gives to Richard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, 734. Mike 5-9. Watch the screen.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Carr. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Wide, get wide.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, switch my knife.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
That's track. Why? Who? Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Oh, here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Monday, down. 180. White.
On play action, now Carr. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
59 Mike. J.A. High 7. Mike 5'9",
To throw again, Carr. And this is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 59. Mike 93. Man, I got you. Hey, seam 6. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Right here. 59 Mike. 59. Raider 9.
Again, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After a one-point game, 7-6. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Damian Wilson in on the stop. On 2nd down, Richard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run into the end zone. Oakland Raiders, touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term?
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. McCoy trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Vontez Perfect, the one to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, rush coming, and he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And a safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Attack, attack!
Mike 5'9",
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. It's soft, baby, that's big soft. Express.
On 1st down, Richard. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Kill. Take four. Show it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Recon, 132 fighter.
Carr now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Richard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Check your hot read. Sit. Lie down.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion. And it was a triple option play. And they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback. And that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go, man.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams, the Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert. Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you've got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Let's go! On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets... KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third down and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Markel Lee in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Mike 5-5.
Easy.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, rip left.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 57. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Mike 5-9.
Come on. You better bring it.
Delta.
They'll try and throw for it here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. 10th carry now for McCoy. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. He finds McCoy.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at it, and he's going to go down again. Tahir Whitehead. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yellow. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the ground, Richard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 44 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a deep...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All day, dog.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Markel Lee getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cleveland Farrell and the Raiders. With the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Easy. Kill. Hey, Echo. Mike 5'9".
All day.
Carr going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Carr now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
59. Let's get the ball. Play to run.
Mike's 59.
Hey, Wahoo.
Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You better be afraid of me.
Carr going to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Woo! All day. Don't throw this way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers,